Hello, everybody. Let me do my tech check. I don't know if I can fix my lighting. It's that time of year. Everything is changing around, and we've got, I think our time change is coming up here in the US. So it'll be a different light next time, doing it the same time of the day. Let's see. Let me see if I am live in the right place and if I can hear me. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, and I should be able to see comments. I don't know what's happening right here. Let's just fix that because that's annoying. All right. Okay. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, beautiful people. I am Deb K, and this is the Good Love video series. This is the fourth part of 4 parts. So this is what we've been doing this February. So we've been delving into the expansion of you, and we're always experiencing towards our very own magnificence. But now is the time to really expound upon the finer details. So we've been getting into the nitty-gritty of your journey, and this month, we've been looking at the context step of my Joy Vitality framework. Now, over the past year, I was looking at each step of the framework during the month, but this year we are starting out with breaking down each step to get into more detail. So that's been really awesome, I think, to help you get more of what you need. So we've been exploring how context can bring you to better understand your journey and who you truly are, and how to get yourself there if you don't feel like you're there yet. So be filled with that wonder and magic and feel that little glimmer of something sparking up inside of you. Because you are truly meant for more, and you'll start to notice how your experiences in your daily life will be reflecting this back to you. So it's time to become now and future focused, and remember and experience exactly who you are, who you truly are. And when you do this, you're going to start to look younger, feel wholly you. And this is good, and it's self-love for you. So we will get started, and if you're staying until the end, I will let you know how you can work with me if that is something you're interested in, and also some product specials. So I'll get into it more later, but there's several ways you could work with me. I have my fingers in a lot of pies, so to speak, because I have a lot of different facets to my personality, to my being, and I love helping people in different ways. So all of it together is wholly me and helps you to become wholly you. Okay, but before we get to all of that, please do, as you're hopping on the live, go down in the comments below. Say hello. Where are you watching from? If you're replay, hashtag replay. And please do like, oops. I mean, it wouldn't be alive if I wasn't dropping something or knocking something over, right? But please do like and share this page if there is, if you're getting benefit, or if there's somebody you know who would benefit from what I share, please do share this with them. I also have a private group. You can find the link above in that one link. All of the links are there. And you can request to join the private group. Share that with your friends as well. Just please do answer the questions at the beginning, because if you don't answer them, I will not approve you. Like, if you can't take the time to answer those, you're not going in. So it's that simple. All of my videos are on replay. You can find them here on this page in the playlist. You can find them in my private group in the guides, and you can find them on my YouTube channel in the playlist there as well. So I say cheers to that. Sparkly glasses here. And if you are unfamiliar with me, if you're new around here, well, your fairy godmother has arrived. I am Deb K, and I'm here to help you go from feeling flat to feeling fun, flirty, and fabulous every single day, to becoming the youiest you that you can be, and building this most magnificent life that you can celebrate you. And what I shared today may, on the face of it, seem different than what your current understanding is. But I promise you, we are probably closer on the same page than you think if you have found your way here. So just allow what I'm sharing to flow with you. Feel the truth of it, let it settle, and ask any questions you have that you need clarity for. Okay, I mentioned my joy vitality framework earlier, but it's the exact steps. What I share with you are the exact steps I use to get me to where I am on my very own personal journey towards magnificence, and to look and feel marvelous while I'm doing it. So it's been truly magical for me. It's been an honor to help those of you that want to come along and do this for yourself. And I love being just like your fairy godmother to help hold your hand through the whole journey, through your creation of your roadmap to your 10 years younger fountain of youth. So we're going to awaken that magical marvelousness that's buried within you and get you started and create a life that is you and that just lights you up, and you look good and feel good doing it. Okay, so what we did the past weeks in this month was the first week, just a little recap, we started out with the benefits to your health, your physical health, your emotional health, your body, mind, and soul, and the healing that you would get to gain through this process of exploring you in this context. And then the other 2 weeks, we started in on the belief releasing process and seeing it through. So we went through, there's 5 steps. We went through step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4A. So today we're going to jump into step 4B and step 5, and then we'll wrap it up with all of the fun stuff, how to work with me, and product specials for the next 2 days before the month ends. So just a little, I'll recap what the steps were in the believe releasing process really quick. So step 1, your higher self is highlighting to you low vibration that needs to be addressed, and it's linked to a key experience. Step 2, you get yourself to a place of tranquility and allow yourself to receive the experience from your higher self and what these emotions are linked to. That's the one where you're like watching it like a movie. Step 3, you'll gain further understanding of the experience and apply it for a broader connection to the event. So why did you act that way in that experience? Why did others act that way? And all the understanding around it. And then 4A, in finding love for yourself and others, you can create truths. And this is where you're moving your experiences and emotions from being fear labeled to being love labeled. So you will be seeing the benefit and understanding the benefit of why you experienced what you did and how you did, and having a love perspective on that. So it's a pretty amazing way to live once you, the process itself is amazing to be able to go through that and look back and see what you've done. It's so incredible and so, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but the boost you get to you feeling like you and living in that energy is phenomenal. It's magnificent. Okay, so 4B, step 4B is creating journey level truths. So at this point, you've created a lot of truths based on your awareness list of things that have come up for you as these low vibrational experiences and emotions, and that you want to relabel from fear to love. So you've got all of these smaller truths that you've created. Now, when you get to where you've released enough low vibration and created enough truths, you're going to be able to create a journey level truth. And what this journey level truth does is it is applied to most of your past experiences and memories. So you remember we talked about your subconscious mind is going to take these experiences, these feelings, and link them together somehow. And you don't necessarily, on a conscious level, understand why your subconscious mind linked them in that way. But through the process, you are uncovering the links and being able to relabel and create the truths, right? And so the when you get to a truth that's really strong, it's going to cover several other experiences and emotions that maybe you didn't realize were linked together, but they are, and they're all in that same like bucket that your subconscious mind has dumped them in to file them away. So your journey level truth is even like, it's like a supersize of that, okay? And it's going to help you accept that everything that's happened to you was meant to be, that it was part of your growth, and now all you have to do is heal from these experiences. So basically it's kind of like, well, I'll get into it in a minute, but it's definitely related to soul contract and agreements of things that you wanted to have growth in when you incarnated as a physical human. So you've heard me talk about this before if you've been around for a while, but through your soul creation, how your soul is created, and then when you are ready, if you want to become a physical human, you have a sit down, so to speak, with your higher self and God, and you hash out the details. Now, I mean, not details as in like specifics, but general details of what you want to have growth in, what you want to accomplish while you're here as a physical human on earth with the energy of physical earth sequences, because they're different. This energy in this realm of physicality is different than when you are in an ethereal realm as a soul. I almost said as just a soul. Like, souls are mighty, okay? Like, you have the energy of God flowing through you. It's a big deal. So you hash that out. So when you're creating your soul contract, you know, it's not necessarily like you want to experience something like disconnection, but it's not necessarily how you're going to experience the disconnection, right? So it could end up being like some form of a trauma, or just that people are distant and grew apart because they're busy with other things and there's no trauma involved. It just is what it is. Like things like that, right? And so it ends up that the specifics aren't necessarily I mean, you could say, I specifically want to experience disconnection through a trauma of XYZ. Like, you could have done that, and maybe you don't remember, but, and as a physical human, you're probably like, why would I ever want to do that? It seemed like a good idea back then, but now it maybe doesn't when you're living it, because you don't remember exactly who you are and your mighty beauty and awesomeness and your true soul. So that's all part of the growth, though, is like that forgetting factor. It's like being spawned into a game, so to speak, and you don't remember the last level that you were at. You're just dropping in and starting from where you are and relearning. It's almost like Groundhog Day, but without the remembering, I guess. Anyway, so around your soul contract, and I've gone into this in more detail in past video series. I think, what series would it be? Maybe your awakening journey. And maybe the higher self one. I may have touched on it in there. If you have questions, specific questions, pop them below. I'll help you answer them. I'll help answer them for you, I should say. But basically, what it comes down to is that with your soul contract, nothing's your fault, but you do have responsibility. So nothing was your fault. Nothing was nobody else's fault, because as part of your soul contract, to achieve the things you wanted to have experience with and growth with, here as a physical human, sorry, one sec. There's other physical humans that are obviously involved, and there's a synchronicity within each of your soul contracts that you would come in contact with each other as a physical human and play a part in this growth experience and creating these emotions and all of these things for you to have the expansion from. And so it's in that sense that nothing was your fault, nothing was nobody else's fault, but God takes the blame. And that's not to say like at all that God's terrible for doing that. Like, God signed off on the final version of your soul contract. That's it. That's how he takes the blame. And so when you can come to understand that and accept that, how loving God is, that he is giving you that free will to experience things that maybe he wouldn't necessarily have chosen for you, but because you have the free will and want to have a specific sort of journey and experience, and he is that loving that he will guide you with your higher self towards the best possible outcome, creating that soul contract with you, and signs off on it. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, creating these journey level truths, this step 4B that we're talking about, can only be done with your higher self. And you must be connected to your emotional body to be able to do this. Now, if you don't know what your emotional body is, it's basically like your head through your lower torso, like your pelvic area, but it could be your limbs as well, depending on how you feel emotions from your experiences. So what happens in your emotional body is you have an experience, emotions are created from that experience, and then you can physically feel them somewhere in your body. Now, depending on what the experience is, this can create low vibration or high vibration. And if the low vibration is concentrated in a specific spot in your body over and over and over again, it can cause disease. Right? Okay. And then by doing this process, we are pushing the low vibration out and creating more high vibration to take its place. Okay. So you must be connected to your emotional body. You're doing this with your higher self. And this becomes, at the journey level truths, emotionally led releasing instead of experience led releasing. So what happens is, before, you were going through each experience one by one by one. But with this, with the journey level truths, you're going through the emotions, and the emotions are what's linking everything together. That's how your subconscious mind has been organizing all of these things and linking them together, whether they seem consciously related or not. So you have a link to a core set of low vibration emotions. And there's core theme issues with that, but this is how you're going to like silver bullet all of those experiences and move them into journey level truths that are not fear-based but are love-based. So where am I at? So then when you create that journey level truth, it links to all of those emotions that are linked together. So it's applied to all of the emotions that are linked together, and your higher self applies those truths to all the remaining relevant memories in your subconscious mind that need to be relabeled from fear to love. And that helps release the egoic resistance. It releases that that part of you, the ego part of you, that is trying to protect you and not let you move forward because the unknown is scary, right? So this step, it literally is like a silver bullet when you can get to this. Okay, sorry, there's papers like all over the place back here. I kind of want to keep them in order. All right, so what happens is you start to feel better and you start to feel good as you create these journey level truths. And it turns off the dripping tap of emotions that's running in the background. So if you have the book Believe, this is all in there, easy mode. So the dripping tap of emotions is that feeling of doom, or that this is too good to be true, or whatever emotion you want to plop into that space holder, and it's just running in the background. Well, I firmly believe, in my personal journey, and this is not in the book, but my personal journey, I was able to turn off that dripping tap of emotions and turn it back on, dripping love-based emotions running in the background instead of the fear-based emotions. So that like 10x is everything, right? So what happens is you've created these truths. Now you've created these journey level truths, and then you strengthen them. And the more strong they are, the faster you can knock out the archive memory markers, which are like that latent energy of like too good to be true, waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know, you can see and feel that you're feeling better, but you're like, oh, who's going to pull the rug out from under me, right? And when's that going to happen? So this is going to knock that all out. And when you feel something like that, even if it's just a little bit, you know you need to strengthen that truth. So you can go back to the whole, you know, I allow, I desire, or is it I desire, I allow, and the truth is statements to get you there. Okay, now let's get to the fifth step of the believe releasing process, and that is to let go. So you are just, there's a habitual way of being heavily influenced in the subconscious mind. And there may be some latency, even though you've gone through all this process, your step 1 through 4B, you're feeling good, and there may be some habitual residual influence that's just sitting around. So every once in a while, you may find yourself in a resistant mind state. And the way to combat that, the way to freedom, is to get into an expectant mind state. You expect the good, you expect the love, you expect everything to feel magical and be magical. And I swear, I got one on these papers. So what you can do to help facilitate this let go step is you act as the new you. But it's not like you're not new, it's just getting back to who you truly are. So you act as the new who you truly are you in this change, but it's change for good. It's change from being laden down with fear to being expressing with love as you truly are. And you can help, you can ask your higher self to help you with this by adding this feeling to all of those truth buckets that you created throughout the whole process. So this helps with managing your transitional vibration, and that is, your transitional vibration is the roller coaster of emotions you feel throughout the day. Like, you know, you wake up here and you go to bed here, where whatever, it could be whatever, depending where you are. It's all the stuff during the day, the ups and the downs is your transitional vibration. And what you want to do is manage it so it just stays pretty even, and sometimes there'll be some dips and sometimes there'll be elation, but you don't want to be like too crazy happy, you know. I mean, when your baseline gets higher and higher, it's fine. Like, you'll just be, other people think you're weird, maybe, I don't know. It may make them uncomfortable because they haven't been on their journey as long as you've been on yours, or they're not doing the work, whatever it is. But it just more evens out your emotion. So you're not having like big swings, but that doesn't mean that you're not feeling really awesome and really good, right? But you'll never feel as bad as you used to. You just won't. So, you can create a standard truth template at this point, which would just support all other truths. And through living your truths, eventually you'll get to where you reach your broadest truth, which is like a big umbrella over your whole your whole you-ness. But living your truths is going to help fully clear down your archive memory markers and eventually reach your broadest truth. You know, so we'll talk about those in a different month, likely. But that's where you're headed. So pretty spectacular. Let me see if there's any questions or comments. I don't see any just yet. And then we talked about all of that the other week because I did them in a different order. But when you're reflecting, when you're taking that time to reflect on your journey in a context such as what we've discussed this month, you get a better understanding of you and a better connection to God. And this means that you can become more youthfully joy-filled and magnificently marvelous. You can celebrate you and a most magnificent life you're creating. You can feel hope, health, and joy on the daily. You make the ordinary extraordinary, just living your life. And you're creating your roadmap to your very own 10 years younger fountain of youth. So that is pretty spectacular. All right, so let's see if my notes over here are really mixed up based on me dropping them about a billion times behind the scenes. So what is coming up next? Next month, we will move on to step, what step was this? Step 2. Okay, so next month will be step 3, and we'll spread that out throughout the month. I haven't looked at the calendar if it's going to be 4 or 5 sessions. We will see. I'll come up with a great title, let you all know, and I'll get the events out. So watch for those so you can click on them and get your reminders. I was a little bit shady about it this month. There was a lot going on with family stuff and winter sports, and it just kept me really, really, really busy in all of my free time. And then there'll be Coffee with Deb K also. This month's is tomorrow morning. And then I'll do it again next month. This month we're talking about detox, and next month should be cleanse. Okay, let's see where I'm at because some of this stuff I didn't update. All right, for those of you who know, I started my spiritual journey in skincare. That was something easy and physical changes that I could see right away, and I put off doing the hard work on the emotional side of it because that's what I did. Anyway, everybody's journey is just right for them at the time. So what do we have? That's already passed. Okay, if you're interested in learning more, obviously just book a time with me. Use the links above. You can book a time with me. But there are some in-person events coming up. If you want to learn more about skincare or how you can have another stream of income coming in, there's going to be events in Tampa, Ventura, Orlando, and Calgary. So let me know if you live in one of those places or close by and you want to attend the event. I will get you set up for that. This month, brand new customers enrolling in the Preferred Customer Program have free enrollment, and everybody can save 20% on fan favorites plus get a free gift. Now, the corporate company ran out of their free gifts, but I'm going to provide you with a free product of my choice to your order. So you can get any of the total serum, the acid enzyme peel, and the targeted firming gel for 20% off plus a free gift. Now, if you are interested in enrolling as one of my team members and working with me directly, you can receive a free active hydration serum, which is a $120 value. And so you can book in for that too if you just have questions or want to learn more. All right. And then we have other programs that give you double fast start bonuses. If you're wanting to do that, you can earn a free Redefined AMP MD system. That's an at-home microneedling device. And there's a jewelry program. So good stuff all around on the skincare side. Now, if you're looking for fashion because you're feeling better and you're feeling good and you want to look awesome, I have a store for you to check out. So if you can go up to the link above and click, I think it says support female entrepreneurs or something like that. I don't know. I might have changed it. I'll probably change it to like my store name or something, but you can click on that, use my invite code or link. What is it? I think it's Deb K Live. Anyway, ask me if you're not sure, but use my code or link to download the free app. Message me that you've done that you've downloaded the free app and you're linked with me, and I will send you a free gift. Also, new customers are going to receive a free shopping tote with their first order, and you can also join as a VIP and get 10% off all purchases, plus have access to the Get Styled box. Now, I have like a contest going on with other stylists, so I'm looking to style a few more women this month, and I'll tell you a little more about the Get Styled box in just a minute. But let's see, that's over. We have new Modern Theory candles now for sale. It's not just fashion. Okay, the Get Styled box. So what that is, you pay $20 for shipping, but the $20 is credited towards your purchase if you keep at least one item from the box. So there's, I think, around 6 items in the box, and there's different categories. So there'll be a piece of jewelry and I think 3 of the Cole exclusive items and like 2 of the market items. So those are just different categories of where like the clothing and the styles fall into based on how you've joined, like how stylists have joined. So I am an exclusive seller, so I have access to this, that, and the other. Anyway, so you pay $20 and then you get your Get Styled box. And if you keep at least one item in your Get Styled box, the $20 is credited towards your purchase. So it's basically, you know, you're not paying for shipping at that point. Now, anything that you don't want to keep, there is a shipping label included, a return shipping label, and you just stuff it back in the bag, slap the label on it, and send it off. What was I going to say about this? So we have a brand new quiz, like a little Quizlet of questions, so I can help know what you are looking for, what kinds of things you like, and that way it's easier to facilitate styling you. Okay, and then we can go from there, because you can do this as often as you like, every month, every other month, whatever you want, and I can help you get styled. Right now too, we also have free shipping on anything over $75 of an order. And if you are interested in becoming a stylist on my team, well, we have the basic store plan is probably the best place to start. And you get a 10% discount on all purchases. You can do a Style Myself box, and not just the Style Myself box. I mean, not just the Get Styled boxes, but the Style Myself boxes also go into, like, this month we're doing a challenge with it, and so there's a chance to win a Lola Gets athleisure set that's worth $221. So your own stuff is going to count in your in the compensation plan and in contests a lot of times. So I can't speak to everything all the time because it's so new. Like January 10th was when we relaunched with the new system. So this is like ground floor, brand new, that you can get in on all of this goodness. Where was I? So there's style starter sets you can get a discount on if you join as a stylist, and a bunch of other things. Like we have like really great contests. Like you can, if you win the contest, you get a $500 shopping spree. Okay, that's pretty awesome. So I do have several different, well, I have the free gift if you download the app with my code and check out my store. And then I have some other free gifts depending on if you've ordered before or not with me. So check it out. Let me know if you have questions, if you need help with anything. And I'm always happy to help. I have a few other, irons in the fire too. If there's something else that you are interested in, like for your home or health or, having another stream of income, please just set the appointment, go in and book an appointment, one of the business appointments or whatever I called it, in there. You can look through my listings and we can have a chat and I can help you see what might be right for you. Okay, so I think that's it. Let me see. I don't see any more questions or comments or anything. So I want to say thank you all for being here. And remember, it is time to stop feeling flat and start feeling fun, flirty, and fabulous every single day. It's time to start feeling 10 years younger by awakening that magical marvelousness and fabulousness that's buried within you. I will see you next month for the next part of the series and, the whole new series, which will be step 3. And I am sending you so much love. Bye-bye.